Japan is one of those countries that are well known for bizarre things, and it doesn't stop at food. From the male equivalent of caviar to bee larvae cooked in soy sauce and sugar, we count 5 bizarre Japanese foods. Number 5. Natto. Natto are slimy fermented soybeans notorious for their pungent smell, which has been compared to dirty old socks. It is often eaten for breakfast with or on top of rice, in sushi, or added to a bowl of noodles. Natto is so slimy that after putting it in your mouth, you have to make several circles with your chopsticks to break the gooey strands hanging between your lips and the chopsticks. People often have very different reactions to natto, and 2 people can describe the same batch as almost lacking in smell and flavor to be gaggingly putrid. Number 4. Shirako. Think of Shirako as the male equivalent of caviar, or a fancy name for an animal's reproductive organs. It literally means white child. Shirako is essentially a cod sperm sac and is described as tasting creamy and custard-like, and presumably a little salty too. It can be steamed, pan-fried, or deep-fried, and is often served with sushi, but no amount of cooking will take away the uncomfortable silence when you tell your friends what you ate for lunch in Japan. Number 3. Hachinoko. Bee larvae is eaten in Japan, where it is called Hachinoko. Hachinoko became popular years ago when country people deprived of fish and meat turned to other wildlife in search of protein. The larvae are cooked in soy sauce and sugar and taste mildly sweet with a crumbly texture. These days, it is mainly a nostalgic item served at parties and makes a grand entrance in festivities where the older folks grin with excitement. Eating the Hachinoko, however, is not nearly as exciting. Number 2. Tuna Eyeball. These are commonly eaten throughout Japan. The tuna eyes themselves are quite large and are sold by the pound. They can also be found staring up at you in most Japanese stores. They are typically served fried and eaten with white rice and soy sauce. Apparently the taste is a bit like squid, and the eyeball comes surrounded by fish fat and severed muscles that are also meant to be quite tasty. To cook, just boil and add any seasoning you desire. Number 1. Cockroach sushi. The idea of cockroach-infused anything might turn your gut, but it's considered the cutting edge of gastronomy among certain foodies in Japan, who have been experimenting with different kinds of bugs at special eating parties in Tokyo and the surrounding cities. The most common cockroach used for this act is the white Madagascar cockroach, and as seen in the photos above, it doesn't look very appetizing.